Vi har lige så spillet Dead Space 2 lidt mere. Fantastisk spil, lader det til at være. Utrolig meget Zero Gravity. Og hvorfor det er, det kan vi prøve at høre Sharif om. So Sharif,
Yes.
Dead Space 2.
Yes.
In the old game there was the Zero G element.
Yes.
Now it's been a lot bigger.
Yes.
Why?
Well, one of the things we looked at when we were looking at evaluating all of our mechanics from Dead Space 1 and how we wanted to improve them for Dead Space 2, one of the biggest one that kind of stood out was Zero G, because it worked great in Dead Space 1, but we really felt that, how can we give players more control in the Zero G environment? How can we make them feel like they're really out in space and simulate, that really cool vibe? And so, we worked with our engineers and our designers, and we were trying to figure out how to do this, and we came up with this whole new 360-degree movement in Zero G. And so I think it's one of the biggest improvements and enhancements that we have from Dead Space 1 to Dead Space 2, because as you saw earlier in the demo, you're actually able to move around in full 360-degree movement. You can take off, land, just have full control, and really opens up navigation and combat to the user, and really kind of sets up all different ways that we have to really showcase that, and we've designed the game with that in mind. So if you'll see, the environments are much larger, the enemies have different behaviors, and it's something that we're really excited about.
Story-wise, in this game, do you need to play the first game to understand the story in this game?
No, not at all. I mean, people are definitely fans of the fiction, and I think there's a lot of people out there that like to know every little piece about it. I know that's how I feel when I play games that I care about the story with, and which I hope people will with Dead Space 2. But you could definitely jump in and play Dead Space 2 and get a good understanding of what the story is about, and we feel that the story stands on its own and will be definitely something that people can understand and comprehend and fully get. So.
Is he alive?
Isaac Clarke. I'm going to show you some images, and I want you to tell me about them.
It was just a short boat.
In the last game, his suit looked like a diving suit from the 60s. And he had his health bar in the back with no chance of seeing it himself. Same in this game?
Well, the rig is in the same position. I mean, that's one of our big things, is definitely to, have our HUD-less UI, and we want to maintain that vibe, and everything is in the game space, and you have your stasis and your health meter and oxygen, and all of that is contained within the suit. What you will notice is there's a lot more suit variants. We've showed off a few here. There might be a few more surprises, but I think people will be very happy with the suit variety that we have in the game, and there's going to definitely be abilities to kind of choose what you like to do.
How big is the puzzle element in this game?
Well, puzzle element is definitely a critical part of Dead Space 2. I mean, I think that, we're still action horror. We want to maintain, it's an action game, action survival horror game, and there's combat is always at the heart of Dead Space, but puzzles, kind of change the variety of what we're kind of do when it comes to the combat setups, give us different pacing. So there's been a lot of thought and effort put into making our puzzles, putting them in the right space at the right time. You don't want to just have them in there for nothing. They all have meaning, they all are fun to play, and we're very focused on making sure that those come across and using them in the right situation.
When will people be able to play Dead Space 2?
In January 2011.